medawase na mabo mabaso.
Okay.
Nsem-Pii TV mosomo ye mafamu de boa media space no ene nsem a ebinum ante actually na mo de call YouTube ni ade a personally me follow mu pa to de be kura na voices ni bia patete senkrofo aka mahwa me hu no beba Nsem-Pii TV na e wo honom
Nsem-Pii TV nie
Abusafo yamamo akwaba ebiem akwatia by election no e ade a egusu koso. Now the removal of the Chief Justice when himself former Chief Justice her ladyship Sophia Akuffo wabekasa na wachiremu a ekwan yo mfa so Mahama fa so eyi Justice Torkono free Chief Justice Akonwa no na position enya ade a na nije ho kra. Was it petitions na enam so a ene Chief Justice Torkono yeyi na free mu no was it very frivolous, very unfounded. Or say it has no weight. Say bit magina so ayi Chief Justice a free so. Until no there. One Mahama nya adwen ne enya adwen china. Na nsem ode ato dwane de owie na o chechire Torkono. Justice Torkono ne re se onfa ni nyina manyame. Na se ne de wo mu a Nyankopon abedi nasem. Ama na nsem ode ato dwane abusanfo ano ye den papa. Yonko ne yonko tie.
Seriously. So you saw some strong words. Was it petition, you know? Sabe. Had you be any petition? The international between Mahama, so are a former justice of the Supreme Court, or a former Chief Justice, and or a current member of the Supreme Court. At 146 years, you can say petition will be fair second a Council of State. Now, when Council of State determines the prima facie basis, saying in a Swoby woman, I want a Mahama and our president better committee, you know. So I wanted to hear her view. Now, the view know the Abano. Interesting. When say this for me branding, a very interesting view. Oh, you know the message we are command Madam get to talk on message ben, me no betcha. Kwasi Pratt, and so the name Nano Atumubi on this same subject. In terms of the critical knowledge, I'm sure. So best subscriber, most subscriber not keep on notification. The video be to my we know what my should be. Coupon.com. Oko website wa obehun app store link ni Play Store link click so na fa kodu djuma person send this from America from Europe baby a obi a eba Ghana ne baby a o click sika na remitting platforms no obi a de wo so na wa choose ne bebo na de do Article 146 me catch up say ye friend and I record the Chief Justice or kwan so the lawyers ko ye hu say the lawyers were the four ne ko led by the former Attorney General, the former ambassador, lawyer Ayuko able to big lawyer in this country. Yabasan say Daniel Fodi and also the four lawyers that were back on na ye Chachu Chikata. In fact, Chachu Chikata, I'm told, had the opportunity to cross-examine Mahama and Rebecca once Akuffo, former Chief Justice, or Santo to Enimia Buanswan, and not to get to Torkono. Now, what I'm being told in this say Madam Akuffo, Sophia Akuffo, no one support to Council of State, you know, on the determination of the prima facie basis, no. And he was a star witness as a former justice of the Supreme Court, as someone who benefited from the travel policy of the judiciary, to testify on behalf of Madam Torkono. And I say, based on the recommendation of the committee, Mahama unko jiranchen. Na yenye eduma ni enkofa Chief Justice foforo na no na courtesy TV tro no mo ye interview no se na real who say that
in terms of
register for free chat
you know so be any petition ni ma President Mahama ejira so edi aye saade no that is according to the former justice of the Supreme Court, and I know so comment on it. Leave your comment, share with it freely. Now owi no and was send a register comma the third female Chief Justice Adwagina Wood so for your kufu na get to see oba
that she should take heart that God sees, and sometimes when you go through certain things which you think have brought you to the end or to your knees or something like that could be far from the truth. There could be bigger, better and greater things that the Lord has in store for her. That is what I will tell her, and that is what I'm going to send to her as a text message. Because when you're a believer,
Benzo say, as a gamma for Munimia man, I must more per reset. Ya reset at the end of some, so I must complete more part than I'm open.
Masa Kwame. Lina. Eba esi obiara di mmaraso. Debi asema e ka no, obiara di mmaraso. Una yo mampani o, una we mochiriman o, una ye doctor o, una ye driver o, obiara di mmaraso. Na ya kura so aka say oh, wa di mmaraso de na so. Inti ye di mmaraso na se ni di mmaraso. We have to make a decision. Your family ran man answer me a family ran You're running here. But I see in this so. In the democracy, this so. In the no. Yeah, it's a Ghana for I say, I've been saying, big dim rasso, and I say, dim rasso. The big dim rasso, there, big dim rasso. In this, you the Cassatia, if I cross with Dimra. Kwame, on 1992, what can you do? Chief Justice here, yes, Akuffo, and no man penny John Dramani Mahama and Akuffo. Kind Constitution, Article 146 and all these provisions. Let me just say to her, lawyer need to her. So, committee no decide there. The president has no power, no authority to change the recommendation of the committee. In society, why now? Where you Chief Justice committee? No. Committee.
And maybe in a way, I feel very distressed by it. Yes.
In terms of the conclusion that was reached, where the matter has journeyed from, is the sadness as a result of the conclusion, or you have questions about the procedure that took place before that?
The sadness is about the whole process. My sadness is because as far as I'm concerned, it was a very unnecessary. We have been taken through a very unnecessary situation, and which, as far as I'm concerned, and that is my honest and candid view, this has so weakened the institution of the judiciary. It's not so much the individual who occupies their position. It is the institution. That is what I'm concerned about.
I mean, what informs the conclusion that it's an unnecessary process? I mean, we have heard even government spokesperson make the point that a petition was sent, a committee in line with the constitution was set up, they've looked into the matter and they've come to a conclusion. Which aspect of it, what specifically makes that necessary?
I think that, you see, there has always been something wrong with Article 146. And particularly with the procedure that it sets out, and especially as it regards the position of the Chief Justice. In the Ajay case, I took the opportunity to reflect on that weakness that I noticed. And are these and these are not so to me, they lack the gravity. They lack the gravity that would lead to a grave outcome, such as the removal of the head of an institution of justice. I've deliberately phrased myself that way. It trivializes the position, and I wonder what this is going to lead to
wanted.
further on along the line, because every judge is fair game and every chief justice is also fair game.
I mean, is that to suggest that you suspect there could be a ripple effect in that?
Oh, definitely.
It's
not suspect. I foresee, not tomorrow, maybe not next year, maybe not in 5 years' time, but along the line, yes, unless those provisions are dealt with effectively in a revised constitution.
Maybe a more direct question. I have seen the letter that was written by the Secretary to the President to the former Chief Justice.
And that's the other thing. A warrant, a person holding a presidential warrant, that's what the position is. You become Chief Justice because you have received a presidential warrant. You can receive all kinds of letters that you are hereby appointed, but if you don't have that warrant, does that make you Chief Justice? Yeah, okay. So if you're removing the person from the position, is it a subordinate who signs the letter? Is that the way it's supposed to be done? That's just by the way. Food for thought.
Yeah, but I've seen a warrant as well signed by His Excellency the President.
So why are they showing us that one? I've been receiving all kinds of messages, and every one of them is only bringing out that letter. And in any case, is it polite? Is it proper that it should be a subordinate who writes a letter of removal to a Chief Justice? Really? Really?